Yeah, but that's, oh, you know what, let me put it up here. Yeah, that way it'll be a little better. Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can put it here. Oh, another thing room. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, Lord.
They were at my door that night. The salesperson was great,
Boy, may I
polite,
tell you, so the devil
knowledgeable.
is a
He actually
liar.
understand that
Okay, no, we're not
people
doing
can.
that. All right. Hold on, give me a minute, give me a minute. Give me a minute, I just messed up stuff. Wait, I'm trying to get this thing balanced. Oh, Lord, what can I use? All right, let me get another book. Yeah, I'm trying to get, let me see. I want this to be a little higher. So that, okay, yeah. Oh no, what happened to the lady? Oh God, she gone. Okay, wait. I don't want to see that lady there. I want to see this one. Oh, yeah, this lady right here. Okay. But me never did want Uno to see the background. Anyhow, all right, so you know what? Let's do this. Okay, so this is a lady. She's a nurse, right? Morning, guys. Good afternoon. I'm doing mixy and messy in a different way. You could do the thumbs up if you feel like. And this is a lady who is in England, right? We did Jamaica, yes. What did we do yesterday? Africa, Ghana, right? We did that. So now today, this lady is in England and she has a couple of things to say. And this is coming from Come Make We Talk. Thank you for this. I'm going to play it. And, she has a lot to say about sending money to Jamaica.
Users and the opportunists and the takers, your time has come. And we've come to the end of our relationship where I'm the giver and you're the taker. That is all ended, and it's time for us to separate and move on. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I feel like I need to play some sad music for this video. I made a video earlier and it was really upbeat, but now I've come to my bedroom and I've been reflecting and I feel like this
You
has
guys
been on
need to
my
like up the
mind.
live. You
And
all make me sick.
although I feel like it might upset some people, once the video goes out, it's just the way it is and it is my decision, right? So I have decided that I am going to stop sending money to people unnecessarily. And the necessity or the need to send money, I am going to determine that because I'm sending the money. So there was, for many, many years in my life, because I came to the UK like 20 odd years ago, I felt like I could save people, right? And I felt like because I was in the UK and I was working, and particularly people in Jamaica, I felt like whenever they asked me for something, I felt obligated to say yes, particularly if it was
Hi,
my family, just
Jeanette.
because I know what hardship can be. I know what needs are. But I think we've come to a point in life where I think people think that when you move abroad, it's a bed of roses and you get handouts and all of a sudden you become rich and money doesn't mean anything. You can always just have it to give, and it doesn't matter what they're asking it for, that you should just give it without question. And I have gone past that stage in my life. It took me a very, very long time, but I have learned to say no. And in saying no, sometimes I will verbalize my no, and sometimes I will just be ignorant and just don't answer at all, and that still stands as my no. And I realized that I have lost a lot of people in my life just because I have started saying no to giving people things when they ask me for it. I have lost family members. These people are very much still alive. I have lost people who said they were my friends. These people are still very much alive. But because when they ask, I all of a sudden don't give, things have significantly changed in our relationships. And that's okay with me, because sometimes you have to learn your role. Sometimes you have to understand that people are only in your life for as much as you can give to them, or for as much as they can benefit from you. And once you stop filling the purpose that they had you there for, they are happy to get rid of you. And you have to understand that you are going to have to cut people off, or know your worth, and kind of understand why relationships don't last. And when I say relationships, I mean like friendships, intimate relationships, family relationships, whatever. So when I moved to the UK, of course people think that, yeah, the pound is strong, and they feel like they can ask you for any amount of money, and you should just send it to Jamaica for them to do whatever they want to do, and it's okay. But what they don't understand is, in order for you to get these pounds, you have to go to work. You have to go to work whether it snows, whether it rains, whether there is sunshine, whether you're feeling well. Sometimes, if you're not feeling well, of course, you don't have to go to work sometimes. But I think living abroad, I don't think people understand how difficult it can be if you're living abroad. So I moved abroad on my own, right? I just came here and I've had to make a life on my own. I didn't always have the help that I needed. I mean, some people have contributed here and there, but for the most part, it's been very, very challenging for me. And particularly when I had my child, finding childcare and having a full-time job was a very, very difficult time for me. And I think that when I was in the army, that wasn't so bad, because I had I didn't have any obligations to anybody. I didn't have a child, so I could just do what I want to do, go where I wanted to go, and I was just working, earning. I didn't have anything else to spend my money on, so when people asked me for things, I would just provide it for them without question. It doesn't matter what they wanted it for, I would send it. But there comes a time when I changed career, and I wanted to have a child, and I did that. And my priority now is my child. My priority is not to send my money to grown adults just because they ask for it, right? Life in the UK is very, very different from life in Jamaica. So whereas in Jamaica you can have children and you can ask your neighbor to look at the child, you can ask a friend to come and stay with the child, whatever, in the UK it's very, very different. You either have childcare or you don't. If you don't have good relatives, you might as well be on your own, because the help is not going to be there. So if you have childcare, for me, I had to get what you call an au pair, and I had to pay for somebody to come and stay with my son when I could not stay with him because I had to go to work, and I had no family member to help me with anything, and I live far from most people anyway, so I didn't have any kind of support to help me with raising my child. And so I had to get somebody to come and live in my home, and I would pay them to look after my child when I had to be at work. I have had times in my life where I have had situations with my car, and if my car needed something, there was nobody that I could turn to. I couldn't turn to any family member. I think people think that living abroad is a bed of roses and money grows on trees, and you just skip around and you pick the money off the tree, and then you water the tree again and it comes back, and you're never short of money, never short of anything, because you are abroad. And people will ask you for money to do the most unnecessary things, probably things that you yourself are not enjoying while you're abroad. I think sometimes people go back to their home country when they live abroad, and they go back and they paint the picture that they've got all this money, and they go back home on vacation and they're spending here, there, and everywhere. But then the reality is, when you come back home, you have to kind of reset. I am not going to be sending money unnecessarily to anybody, not to family, to friends. Of course, there are some obligations that I have, and there are some things that I've committed to, and I will always uphold my commitments. But for the little unnecessary things that people ask me for money for, I'm not doing it. And I know that I will lose more people, more family members, more friends, whatever. I'm not going to do it because I also think that people in Jamaica or wherever, I'm talking about Jamaica because I'm Jamaican. I think people in Jamaica don't understand that they can also send you things. I think think that the sending thing is a one-way thing and things can only come from abroad to Jamaica. I don't think they understand that people can send things from Jamaica to you. You can actually send money from Western Union to foreign, but people don't think that can happen, right? I have one friend who sent me some patties the other day and I was so grateful. And you know why? It's not even about the patty. It's because this particular person doesn't earn much. You know what?
Exactly.
We've been friends for a long time and I think she thought, you know what, this is what I can do for her, so I'm gonna do it. And it's the thought behind it that I appreciated.
Exactly.
And you know,
That was
yeah.
nice.
But sometimes
it is what it is.
So I work hard. Life in the UK is not always easy. I work hard so I can maintain a certain lifestyle, right? And so far, so good. Thank God I've been here, I've been managing, right? Certain things, I made a short the other day and I talked about how I save money in certain areas. So for one, I learned to do my own hair. I won't be going out and buying. There was a time in my life where I used to spend like excess amount of money buying Brazilian wigs, this and that and whatever. So now I have learned to cut back on certain things because some things just don't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'm a nurse, right? I'm always in uniform. I'm always either in somebody's house because I work in community. And when I was on the ward, I'm usually on the ward. Sometimes I used to spend hundreds of pounds to buy a wig that I would wear like once in a while, or if I go on holiday for a week or 2 weeks. And then after that, I would be stuck at work and I won't do anything to my hair. And I've got hair in my head, so it's not like I'm naked, right? So what I've learned to do is I've learned to cut back and even self-sacrifice in order to prepare myself for the future, right? So I no longer go out and do my nails every 2 weeks like I used to do, or every 3 weeks. I no longer go out and get a wax every 5 weeks like I used to do. I no longer I've never ever gone to the hair salon since I've been in the UK to get my hair done. I just think that's a waste of money, particularly once when I asked somebody for the cost to do my hair and they told me that it would be like £450. I was serving in the army and I was in Germany at the time, and I asked somebody to do my hair and they said it was £450, and I thought, hell no, I'm not going to pay that. But you will have, right, what I don't like is I don't like the people in Jamaica, and I've got family members and I've got people.
So where the people them disappear.
I don't like the kind of people in Jamaica where you won't hear from them until their birthday is coming up, Christmas is coming up, Valentine's Day is coming up, Independence Day, you know the kind of people you're talking about, where you don't hear from them until a certain occasion is coming up and they know that they're going to want a hairstyle or their fingernails done or something new to wear or whatever. But in the meantime, when it's my birthday, when it's Christmas, and when it's whatever here, I don't see them making any extra effort for me, but they're quite happy to, like I hate it when people say to me, oh, my birthday is coming up in such and such a time, what are you gonna do for me? Well, I'm gonna do for you what you did for me. Nothing is what I'm gonna do for you, because I've learned. So now I will go to the pawn shop where most things are for a pawn, right? And I will buy nail polish for my nails, and I will paint my nails myself, and I'm happy with it, right? And sometimes, so I had a particular relative, and Whenever they wanted their hair doing, they would ask me for money. And I felt obligated. I felt like I had to. But I feel like there comes a time when you have to learn to say no, because the other day I was having some issues. It's like I've got a car, and it's like my car was cursed. And as soon as I fixed one thing on that car, something else went wrong on the car. And this is not even an old car. It's not even a car that should be giving problems, but I think it was just what I was going through at the time. And there was only one person who heard of the problems that I was having with my car. And I didn't ask this person for anything, but she heard of the problems that I was having in my car month after month. And she actually sent me £142, not because I asked, but because she heard me talking about it. And it's things like that I appreciate, right? And if you do for me, I will do for you. But I think for the most part, people back home seem to think that you should always be doing for them, and there's nothing that they can ever do for you. And it's not great. So I'm going to be very, very selective and very, very intentional about the people that I send my money to. I know for some people, they would never ask me for money unless they're desperately, desperately in need. But you have other people who will just don't communicate with you otherwise, but as soon as they need something, they remember that you exist. And those are the people that I'm just gonna avoid, like intentionally avoid. It is going to be very difficult for me to send money to Jamaica to somebody to buy clothes. That's going to be difficult for me as of now. It's going to be difficult for me to send money to Jamaica to somebody to get their hair done, to get their nails done, to, I don't know, just things that are unnecessary. I'm no longer going to be a part of, because you know why? I have had to cut back on my own life and my own wants. My needs will always be met by me. But you see, the wants and the things that I consider to be luxury, like going to a nail salon and paying like £70 for a pedicure and a manicure, things like that, I don't do. And so I don't see the reason why I should be doing that for people in Jamaica. The other thing is, one of the reasons that I decided I'm not going to send money back to Jamaica, if you look at it, people in Jamaica are living better than people abroad. They are. They dress better. They drive the nicest cars. They go to the most expensive places. They're going out quite frequently to restaurants and to parties. And they're getting their hair done, their nails done. They're wearing different clothes on every occasion. And it sounds like jealousy, right? And some of it is, because I want to ask myself, why am I working so hard to send money to people who I think are living better than me? The math just ain't mathing, and I am not doing it. I don't care who is going to be upset. I don't care who is going to become scarce. Maybe that's a blessing. I don't care who is going to stop talking to me. I feel like I've given enough. I feel like I've given enough to people, friends and relatives back home and other places. And I feel like if I should start saying no now, I think the genuine people will understand and they will still stick around. And the ones who don't understand and decide to go or to not be in communication anymore, I'm okay with that. I'm good. I consider it a blessing. But I know this is, the other thing too, I feel like when people back home are asking for money, I think they have an expectation. And I think, sometimes I send money to people back home and not even a thank you I don't get. And if the service that I use to send them money don't send me an email or a text message to say that the money has been collected, sometimes I don't. The urgency that they have in asking you for the money is not there when they receive the money, you know? They won't all of a sudden pick the money up and just straight away say thank you. Sometimes a day will pass, 2 days will pass, and you're thinking, but there was an urgency when you were asking me for the money. How hard is it to say thank you for the money that I've sent you, you know? And so I think I am at peace with my decision to stop sending money back home. I am at peace with losing people from my life if I choose not to send them money. I'm at peace with telling people that I'm broke so they don't ask me for anything, you know? I am at peace with people texting me and asking me for money, and I look at the message and I just ignore and put my phone down. I have made peace with a lot of things. I've made peace with a lot of relationships that were never going anywhere anyway. I've made peace with situations where I feel like I was used by people and I was only there for as long as they could benefit from me. And when I started saying no, those relationships ended. And I think I cannot save anybody. I cannot save anybody. I don't want to continue to send money to anyone. I also feel like if I should drop dead tomorrow, these people who are relying on me will find another way and find another person. And sometimes I think that the people back home who are asking you for money, you're not the only person that they're asking. They're asking and they're receiving from other people. So yours is just an additional. And so I am going to stop that train. I have decided that I will only do what I am comfortable with. I will no longer put myself out of the way or self-sacrifice to meet the needs or the wants of people back home, or to maintain or sustain any form of friendships, relationships, family situationships. I will not be doing it. I am not going to even apologize to people that I am choosing to ignore. You know, some people, they'll tell you their stories, right? And they will tell you, oh, I say I want this, I say I like if you pay, I not have money and this and that and whatever. And they tell you the story, you know. So indirectly, they're asking you for the money, but they're not coming out and saying it. And I used to be the kind of person who I would hear these things and then I would ask the question, so how much is your light bill? How much is this bill? How much will it take to do that? How much will it take to do this? But now, I no longer care. Your problem is not a Maxine's problem anymore, and I'm good with it. I can listen to your story and I will say nothing because I will contribute nothing. And it's a hard lesson that I've had to learn, that people will only support you for as long as they can get what they want from you. And then after that, the phone call will stop coming, the conversations will stop going, and you're thinking, really, is that what it was? You know, is that all? Like, was I only there when, because you know you could ask for things and I would send it to you. But if I start saying no, the phone calls start getting more sparse and more scarce, and the communication just dries up. It's okay. We shouldn't have to pay people to talk to us. We shouldn't have to buy relationships. We shouldn't have to buy friendships. We shouldn't have to put ourselves out of the way to satisfy anybody. If you want to do it, do it. But I think people should understand that just the same way how they don't have it, it should be okay for you not to have it. I think people sometimes forget how they can be more resourceful in their own lives, and I think people sometimes forget that they can also sacrifice say no to things that are not necessary. I think people think that whatever they want, they should have, particularly because they're asking it of you because you're living abroad. I think in the same way that sometimes we have to juggle to make things work abroad, I think that people back home should learn to go without certain things. It's not every party that you have to go. It's not every new clothes that you have to wear. It's not every hairstyle that you have to be a part of. I mean, there are certain things that I would love to do, but I think to myself, am I gonna spend a certain amount of money to do this one thing for this one occasion, and then later on I'm struggling? No. So now my motto is I'm broke. I never have money yet. I never have money yet. No matter how somebody asks me, I never have money yet. And you know what I mean? Don't ask me because I don't have it. I don't have it. All when I have money coming through my ears, I don't have it. But for the people who do for me, I will always return the favor. And I'm not talking about monetarily. I'm talking about if somebody's good for me, if I have somebody who always checks on me, who sends me a message just to say, I'm just checking to see how you are. I heard something on the news that's going on in the UK. Are you okay? I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. Are you fine? Those people, they will be on my radar all the time, and whatever they want, I will jump in. But you see, the people who are users and the opportunists and the takers, I have learned, and your time has come, and we've come to the end of our relationship where I'm the giver and you're the taker. That is all ended, and it's time for us to separate and move on, go our separate ways. It was good for you while it lasted, but I'm no longer doing it. I rather see my money in my bank account or give it to people who are deserving of it. Your wants are not my priority. Your wants are not my interest, and I just will not be doing it. I just thought I needed to talk about that. And yeah.
Thank you, Maxine. Thanks, Maxine. That was Maxine. Let me turn the camera. Yeah, that was Maxine talking about she ain't gonna send no money to nobody. Anyhow, let's read some of the comments. Good afternoon, guys. I know. I said let me do mixy and messy a different way, just to, change up the momentum. So somebody wrote, make sure I go right. So sad to what happened, in my opinion. This could have been prevented. Oh shoot, wait, hold up. Oh my Lord, can you imagine? I'm reading the wrong and this is about somebody who's active, and I'm reading the wrong thing. And then when I saw the numbers, I said, oh, this is the wrong thing here, because the video skipped over to something else. Okay. The truth will hurt, but must be told. More people must tell it. When the barrel empty, there is no one to give to you. I agree with you 150%. You will end up giving yourself away, and when they are finished taking, they will just move into someone else. Girl, we all have to work hard in the UK. Let me glasses there because I can't see the thing properly. Don't forget, this is the National Board of Comments, right? This is the National Board of Comments on I'm a Rasta For Life. Okay, just subscribed after watching this video. I am not Jamaican, but I can relate to most of the things you outlined. When I moved to America, I used to be the people pleaser and solving every family member problem. As years goes by, I realized I was aiding laziness and dependency. As we speak, I made the bold decision to say no, even to my dad. If it doesn't make sense to me, I disconnect from lots of fake family and friends and stopped sending money unnecessarily. Now I am able to primarily plan my life and do things I never did for myself since I moved to the US. Thank you so much, sis. Me too. I'm at peace. The best decisions I've made in my life. My mother did the same until her death. Send, 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 whilst we went without. And then suffer throughout our school days. I could write a book and it would be a bestseller. Good morning here from Canada. Well said, my family. I agree with every one of your words. You spoke all of my words. Bless up. I agree with you 100%. Some people just love handout. Morning. I agree with everything you said. In fact, I would go as far as to say any honest hearted person would agree with you. And until we all feel the same, the people abroad will always feel entitled to ask, beg, because the majority keep fueling, sending them money, making them think we are all rich. And Maxine responds, it's the entitlement I don't like, and the total disregard for prioritizing. I'm over it with them. Time to wise up. Girl, congratulations on having your eyes opened and being frank about it. A lot of us have come to the same realization, but I have never heard it verbalized better. I respect this. A lot of the comments are in agreement with, what she's saying when it comes to, sending money abroad. I just wanted to present this in Mixy and Messy because in our Jamaican diaspora, this is a very, typical thing where our, Jamaican counterparts, relatives, cousins, friends, relationships, whatever it is. Even me, I get hundreds of calls from Jamaica, from people I don't know, people I know, whatever. And yes, they all want some US dollars. It's the truth. Because, if you're in Jamaica, you can make the US dollar stretch. You could do a lot with it. Real talk. I love my Jamaican people, but I just wanted to do a presentation on, her name is Maxine. She has a new channel, and she's nice. I like her. She's very calming, very, just calm and nice. I just like her. She's, new. But, I think you'll be hearing about her a lot. Her name is Maxine. Me tell you, girl, ladies. Her name is Maxine Martin, 2323. And, she's doing well on her little platform. And she's explaining the reason why, she doesn't want to send money to, Jamaicans, in Jamaica because, her own opinions. And a lot of people are in agreement. Everybody, mostly everybody saying amen, amen. Well said, my sister. And then Mas Nuez, hey girl, I couldn't say it better, but you said it well for a lot of people. You shouldn't have to pay people to talk and befriend you. It's a one-way street. Check for those who check for you. Amen, amen. And that was from Mas Nunez. And everybody's in agreement with her. Now, on this platform, you got people who's not afraid to comment because they're not being attacked because of what they're saying, right? And, you can practically tell that, most of these people are Jamaican. Hey, my God, it's the same way with me. And when I was in Jamaica, most of them insult me when I ask favor in my hard times. And I was not lazy. I am always trying. Never love to beg. Now everyone is asking me. Now I am slowing down now because I need to. So you did the right thing, right? So everyone, the comments are in agreement. I stopped sending money back home a few years, and it's been one of the best things I have ever done. This is the National Board of Comments, darlings. One, Kenny says, I agree with you 100%. I am just sorry we did not stop sending money long time ago. We bring people in bad habits. I am not from Jamaica, but just because I am friends with someone, oh my God, he write an epistle. Look at the epistle the man write. An epistle. Look, an epistle the man write an epistle. Sure. I am not from Jamaica, but just because I am friends with some Jamaicans, they do the same thing to me. One person begged and said, could you loan me? I'll pay you back. And it's been 5 years now. I keep asking, and they still promise to pay back. I've learned the hard way to never again send money to Jamaica for many reasons. In my country, Bermuda, if we loan money to each other, for the most part, we always pay it back. You may get the odd person here or there that don't keep their end of the bargain. Everyone works for their own money to take care of their own needs. And we don't send money back home. They are not our problem. We have our own lives or family to take care of. If we're not working because we can't find a job, we will go ask for help from the rightful government agencies until we can do better. And if we travel, we take care of our own hotel, plane, food, etc. I don't like how Jamaicans and other countries beg and borrow from tourists as if we owe them anything. I know the struggle is real, but we are all suffering financially, but they have bad habits and practices when it comes to money. I am glad you set the record straight. And you see, nobody's attacking anyone in the comments. Nobody's saying, oh, you shouldn't say that because, and no, nobody's doing this. These are, mature adults having a mature conversation, and they're responding to the live video respectfully. And it looks like out of these comments, 144 comments on I'm a Rasta For Life, the National Board of Comments, they're all in agreement. And I'm trying to find one who says, well, no, I don't agree with you. And this one says, I wish I could give you a big hug. Okay, from the UK. And most of the comments is very, positive. True, 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 sis. Don't lose no sleep. The best truth I've heard in a long time. Real talk, sister. I agree with you, darling. Great move. I had such guilt when I did this. They were not even family members. More like long-time family friends. I had enough when it became mass Tom. Down the need. Help with funeral for his relative. This fool said dollars. A phone call followed immediately to debate what I sent. Something triggered in my brain and I went on a black rampage. Been about 3 years. Let's read that again. Hold on. This is from Sandra, right? Great move. I had such guilt when I did this. They were not even family members, more like long-time family friends. I had enough when it became mass Tom. During the need help with funeral, for his relatives. This fool sent dollars. A phone call followed immediately to debate what I sent. Something triggered in my brain and I went on a block rampage. Been about 3 years. So true, she sent some money now. The people them go crazy over the money and I discuss the money and then them want to get she involved and she say and she just block everybody. Yes, come let me talk about this. This is what one comment said. Yeah, come let me talk about this. So it looks like a lot of people are in agreement and she's in England. The pound, which is the English pound, may be strong, but the hard work you have to put in to get a pound while paying the high living costs to survive in the UK. The question is, how many can help out your situation? None. How many can help with the high cost of flights to JA? None. How many can help to pack a barrel, ship, and send money to clear it? None. How many never have credit for phone calls? Enough. I'm not lying, it's right here. It's right here. These are the comments, right? Okay. Jamaica hard. Yes, I agree. There's a huge disparity in standards. Plus, living conditions for many in JA. In the UK, when you fall short, you're limited to who you can turn to for help. Heavy reliance on overdraft plus payday loans. High interest payback rate. People make their own decisions whether to send money based on their experience and budgetary restrictions. It becomes a problem when the receiver does not respect your decision. And we know how that goes sometimes. They're ready for cuss you out. They're ready for tell you about your worry, what's it not, can you not send the money? No, sir. I love my Jamaican people. Carmen says they don't care. They are just takers. Now, this is not just about Jamaican people. This is just about people abroad, right? It's not just about Jamaicans. Don't get it twisted, right? It's not just about Jamaicans. It's about, abroad, people, West Indies, wherever. Anybody, any country, not just Jamaicans. So we're not going to make this a Jamaican thing, but it's just because, she's from Jamaica and she's living in England and she's telling her experience. This one say you just get a new subscriber by listening to this video. True words. Where is the lie? You see anyone attacking anybody here? Nobody is attacking anyone via the comments. I don't like that scarf there. I'm very OCD, Yeah, I'm OCD, yeah. Right? No one's attacking anyone in the comments. Then you have Dawn. Girl, you and I. Then you have Jamaican. Hello, miss. Why you spit out so much truth? You beat the nail pon the head badly. Maxine, you can't send a £20 come give me. How you make the thing look so? At least send some credit on my phone there. She's just playing. Them I live better than we, and they still begging. I like the color of your bedroom. Yeah, so these are the comments, right? And if you read the comments, they're all in agreement. They are expecting more than the amount you sent. So they are ungrateful. That's why they don't say thank you. I am experiencing the same thing here in the US of A. I stopped since 2021. Oh yes, they stopped talking to you. Damn thief. This is what they're saying. This is what these people who's had these experiences, this is their truth. And you cannot condemn somebody for their truth. This is the way they feel because they've been in it. And that's the end of those comments. So, I just saw the live and I liked it because, we all have, we all feel, a little bit like, I agree with her. Because we've all experienced it. If we've all been there. I go through it every single day. Then I tap, right? But I do try to help out. I do. I try. Whatever I can do, I do. Right? And that's not just Jamaica. That's Africa, everywhere. Even here in America. But it's just her truth. And I just wanted you guys to see it on, Mixy and Messy, because this is Mixy and Messy. But we're not going to be Mixy and Messy the way you want us to be Mixy and Messy, because that Mixy and Messy, I'm not touching it. Good? Okay. And I just don't want to be on the same tangent. So, I don't want to discuss these other topics which are redundant, played out, messy. Even though it is messy, mixy and messy, but I don't want to deal with that kind of mixy and messy. You get me? Now, I was going to do karaoke last night. I was exhausted. I drank a glass of wine to get myself together, and that was the end of it. Which means I'll be doing it tonight. So yes, guys, get ready for karaoke tonight. I'm going to do it early. Yeah. We're going to do karaoke tonight. Yes, we is. I don't want to disappoint Ingrid and them. It is what it is. Bless up yourself. Janet Newbold, my darling. Hope you're okay, sweetheart. I'm going to go. I just wanted you to see how, Maxine feels about sending money to Jamaica from the UK. And you should subscribe to her. She's nice. She's pleasant to look at. She has a nice face. She's calming. She's calming. She's not loud, she's just nice. Yeah. Now, you know how social media is. In the next year or so perhaps she changes. I don't know. Because social media will change you. Love you guys. I'll see you later. Oh, congratulations, Dr. Donna Marie Gow. I gotta keep saying it. Yes, we will. Congratulations, DDMG. Yeah, girl, do your thing. Congratulations to DDMG.